And 5, 4, 3. Welcome to PeaceKeeper Reaction. I'm Nathan. Thank you for joining us. It's a very special episode. We have a guest in the house today. Oh, how's that? I'm
there
better
you go.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have way better.
I have a guest in the house, Cousin Jen. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Cousin Jen. I'm just a small town country lawyer. That's small town country lawyer voice.
I don't know much about small town country lawyers, but
now
good to be
Jen,
here.
I'm just a small town country lawyer. But how are you today? Welcome to the show. So we're cousins.
That's right. Recently had Christmas together.
Recently had a Christmas.
Lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I got very drunk and raised my voice.
A lot of people raised a lot of voices. I got a little heated, but yeah, so I had a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time. That's what I say.
Nobody's tradition.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Anyways.
Seems to be a tradition now every year anyway.
Yeah, that's how we roll. You got to be the loudest person wins. Anyways, so Jen, I'm so glad that you're joining us today. You're going to be sitting in on some reactions weekly with us.
I'm excited.
So we've got a lot going on the channel. So what I loved about doing all the reactions was I had a guide. Tina the Finsider guided me through all of these Finnish reactions and other stuff. She showed me. So now that I have all this knowledge, I feel it's my duty to imbibe, extrude this knowledge. What am I trying? You know, imbibe.
Share.
Is that a word? Imbibe.
Imbibe. Imbibe. Sounds a new is what it sounds like. Yeah. I want to imbibe you some knowledge, yeah.
I want to take that knowledge that I have, that I gained, and share it to the world. So if sort of like in Wayne's World, you know, I'll tell two friends, then they'll tell two friends, and so on and so on. Right? Then that's the fun part about music. Sorry,
and we'll spread the Nightwish.
And we'll spread the Nightwish because we're going to be talking about Nightwish right now. So Nightwish is a band, a Finnish band. They were formed in I think like 97.
Oh, really?
1996 was their first album. So they're huge. Like,
yeah.
You know what is interesting about European music is it's the most popular music in the world, but we never hear it on any of our radio stations or anywhere else. But it's like soccer.
Yeah.
Like Nightwish is the soccer of music because around the world they're huge. But
are they really?
But like they're probably one of the biggest bands in the world.
I don't think I've ever heard of them until you. Maybe the odd in passing, but no, not really ever heard of them until like you told me about them. Like I told you, yeah, like over Christmas, basically.
Yeah, and I'm a person who's plugged into music. Yeah, I paid attention to music. I thought I knew stuff about music, and then when we were doing the reactions and someone said check out Nightwish, I was like, who the fuck is this band? Yeah. Like I was like, hesitant about it even. Like I was like telling Devlin, I'm like, dude, this guy keeps in the comments wanting us to check out this band Nightwish, and he's like, okay. And the song the guy requested was like 13 minutes long. So I was like, oh, we're just. Yeah, I'm like, oh, bummer. So I picked a different song, and I was like, Devlin, this guy wants us to check out Nightwish from Finland. It's some fucking Finnish band. You know, I was like, let's check it out for him, make the guy happy. He's a viewer, you know, and we did it. We did Romanticide. Was the song that I chose. I just chose it at random, and. In the comment sections, someone had commented, the Nightwish army is coming. And this is when we had like a couple thousand subscribers. So it was like, I was reading every comment and you know what I mean? So I was like to Devlin, I screenshot and sent him. I was like, Nightwish army is coming. What the fuck do you think that means? And then I saw what that meant. What the Nightwish army is coming meant is they all came. They all came out to our reactions and were so pumped about us discovering them for the first time. So shout out to the Nightwish army. They're great. You know, I have some theories they're not especially stoked about. You know what I mean? But we'll get into the drama of the band. Dude, they're huge.
Like the army, like how big is this fandom like compared to like Star Wars? Bigger?
To the Nightwish fans versus Star Wars fans?
Like how many?
I would put them in the same league.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, they have fans. And we're going to hear from them all, I'm sure. Okay. And I'm very excited to be spreading this on.
I'm excited.
So, like, I want to spread Nightwish so much that when it gets summer out again, I'm going to go downtown with a camera and just show people Nightwish, randoms. That's what I'm going to do.
Just see what happens.
I'm so excited to do that. I can't wait because COVID's kind of over. People talk to me. That was like what I really wanted to do was bring music to the masses, to the peoples, you know, traveling on the +15 on their way to work.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Go down to Charlie's Grilled Cheese and get some of that sunlight.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited that you're here to check them out. So Thomas Hallipinen, he's the main brain behind Nightwish. He was he's a Finnish singer-songwriter. He's very prolific. They call him the Metal Mozart, and he is in a ton of bands where he makes appearances in. So are you familiar with black metal?
No, I don't. I know very little about metal.
Okay. What about death metal? Would you know the difference between black metal and death metal?
No.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, so he plays in death metal bands, black metal bands, and Nightwish, which is symphonic metal. So they have symphonic elements. So I don't really know.
Let's see what he looks like.
Okay, yeah, here he is. Here it's Tuomas Hallipinen. There he is in his glory. And there's him with Nightwish. And we'll get into all the lineup changes and everything in the future.
I like it. Interview with the Vampire vibes.
Yeah, he is, and I actually, it's funny that you say that because I have a theory about how Nightwish are vampires in real life, and they tour, like, think about what a great cover story being a band would be for vampires. They sleep all day anyway, you know what I mean? They're out late at night, their day begins when everyone else is ending, just like a real band. They could be out there sucking blood.
I guess we'll see if they're still around in 40 years and looking as young as ever.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like Tom Cruise, by the way.
Vampire.
Side tangent is a vampire.
Yeah, no, he is. Tom Cruise. I forget her name.
Johnny Depp? No, Johnny Depp is starting to look his age a little bit.
Who's that woman in the movie Speed with Keanu Reeves?
Sandra Gyllenhaalt.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
She's a vampire. She's still young.
Really? I haven't seen her in a while.
Well, yeah, she's
I was so
blood.
mad about Speed 2 that I vowed never to watch her movies again.
Is that the boat one?
Yeah. This boat, like, can't go behind 50 miles an hour, dude.
Under 13 knots or whatever. Just like, all right, just go out to the ocean.
Yeah. So this is a huge thing, your first Nightwish song. So I'm very excited to be the one showing that to you. I just like can't even talk. I'm so excited. So let's get into that mind head space.
Yeah. Yeah, the mind sight space.
Mind sight.
The mind sight space. Okay, I'm in the mind sight.
Let's get into the headspace of a child, you know? So just close your eyes and listen to this boy's question.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to
this was
do
you just
so
now, literally. Oh my goodness.
I love how you're right. He totally crushes it at the end.
The end he crushes it. Yes.
That you could do anything.
He just smiles. Got it. Yeah.
Oh man, I've probably watched that video like 1,000 million times. It really makes me feel good.
It's so good.
All right, so let's.
You do anything?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna be checking out Storytime by Nightwish. So just soak this in, and we'll take a half-song break, I feel like, because there's going to be a lot on your mind, I reckon, from watching this. So we'll take a half-a-song break, but let's start with Storytime. And Jen, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you ready for a little...
I think it's time for a little story. It's definitely story time.
right, let's pause it there. Yeah. How is Floor not so wonderful to watch? Like, you know, she's so amazing and graceful, and her fucking expressions that she makes, like she has a lot of I don't know, like charisma, I guess,
positive energy, I would say.
Yeah, she's full of it,
and just makes watching all of them makes you smile like crazy.
Yeah, it totally does. They're having such a great time. So this album came out 2011, and this is taken 2013. Yeah. But what's interesting is that this album wasn't made with Floor Jansen. There's a different singer. So in between 2011 and 2013, something happened, Jen.
Okay.
Between the band.
You gonna tell me the lore?
I'm not right now. I'm not, but I'm gonna tease it because we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get deep in the nits and the grits when it comes to Night the Wish. The nits and the grits of Nightwish. We're gonna get into it. Okay. I can't wait to talk about it again, actually. I have a lot of theories. So people will be excited for those.
How long have you gotten into Nightwish now?
Just 2 years. I never heard of them. Like I said, they are the soccer of music, because while they're huge in the world, I've never heard of them. I never heard of them until some guy commented on the video and was like, yo, you got to do Nightwish. And then I looked and I was like, fuck, the song's 13 minutes. Which is so long. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I picked a different one. I was like, yo, this guy wants us to do this band. Like, I don't even know if it'll get any views. I never heard of them. And then, so we did it.
Just not another metal band.
Yeah, it's just some other metal band from Finland, I guess. They're from Finland. Have you even, because at this point I hadn't even really heard of Finland. I was like, they're from Finland, I guess.
English?
Yeah. I was like, you know. So So we did it. We did a different song. I picked a shorter one, and then someone in the comments was just like, "The Nightwish Army is coming," and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And then they came. So they commented a bunch. They were super psyched about everything. So they're a great fan base. So shout out to the Nightwish Army. But what are your thoughts on this so far? What are you thinking?
The big thing that I see right away is everyone's smiling. Well, the fans are probably everyone's happy, having like a great time. Because when you think metal, what do you think? Everyone's mad, angry.
Everyone's aggro.
Of course, they're not actually mad, angry, right? That's just like what they look like.
Yeah.
But like everyone's having a great time. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I know. I've known a few metalheads.
Yeah, for sure.
Over the years, they're all amazing people. But
exactly.
Even to hear them smiling and all that, it's crazy.
When I've gone to a lot of metal shows, and I've been to
right?
to bands of all kinds, though. But it's one thing that I can always say is that in the mosh pit, if you fall down, someone is going to pick you up. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Immediately, right away, hey, let's get this person up. Nobody's there maliciously to hurt you.
Exactly.
They wanted mosh and stuff, but they also want to do it safely. You know what I mean? And if somebody's being inappropriate, they're out of here, man. They're out. Yeah. Like back in the 90s, going to shows, it was different because there was this weird mentality of dudes going to shows that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted, you know, they could hit you, they could grab chicks, you know. It was like we had to get those guys out of the scene, you know what I mean? Like, you're not welcome here.
So I went to those shows, it was the 2010s, right?
Yeah.
And I started going down, I was living downtown, and I was going all the dive bar, all that stuff, and that's what it was. It was like very, very chill, very relaxed, like punk shows and metal shows and rock shows, best ones to go to.
The best ones, but it wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
You know, there was a long time where it was like, and especially in the hardcore punk scene, there was like a lot of Nazi dudes showing up into the hardcore scene because like there is like at the time, no real like a visual difference between like punks and skinheads. They both kind of look the same. Yeah. They're both attracted to. Anyways, we're way off.
Nightwish way off.
But you can see
back to the positive side.
You can see Tuomas Halopainen playing the keys. He's got a beautiful setup there. It looks very kind of gothic Groot style synthesizer holder, I guess. I don't know.
With the organ horns coming out of it.
Yeah. The pipe organ.
The pipe organ,
yeah.
Are they they actually do anything or just for looks?
I think they're probably just for looks. Yeah, for sure.
Because, that'd be cool though.
Yeah, I know, But who knows? Anyways, let's finish it and then we'll chat on the other side. This is so good. Enjoy the good moods for the rest of the song. Oh my God. Did you see
what?
It?
The one guy sitting there? Just not moving, just like, I saw him.
Holy shit, dude.
You went way too, just staring at the camera. I love
it. Dude, okay, you know what's so funny about this? There are theories about this guy.
There's lore. Okay, what's the lore? Let's hear the lore.
This is what oh my God, I said this to myself earlier. I'm like, I'm gonna have to make sure when I show Jen Nightwish live that we stop on this guy. But I wasn't sure what video it was in. I thought it was romanticide maybe.
Okay.
But so you see this gentleman here.
Okay. He's vibing. Yeah.
He's vibing. There are theories that he's like a space traveler. Because he just shows up and he looks not unlike anyone else there. Like, look at this picture. He's staring at the camera. Yeah. You know what I mean? No one else is. Everyone's looking with their attention, you know? And he's dressed...
that girl down there's looking at the camera.
Okay, fine.
Right,
fine. Right? Okay, that other girl too.
Not as intensely, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair.
Okay.
Anyways, but he's dressed unlike everyone else. And he pops in for a second.
He's just there. Is he not there anymore? Is he just disappear for the big...
Maybe. I don't know. This is the first time I noticed.
You just see him once these guys?
He came in to say hello to his people. I don't know. Anyways, I think this is hilarious. So let's continue the song. What'd you say?
I said so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, so good indeed.
She's really good.
She is.
I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. She brings such positive energy to the songs. And these, I mean, think about the lyrics here. I was kind of thinking about them in my head. You know, at first they talked about. Here, I want to bring up the lyrics. Sorry, we have to.
Yes, please do.
A bit because story time. Okay, so
you got him.
Oops. It's a fucking... I brought up a rap song. I'm like, they didn't say the N-word in this. There's a different story time. That's so funny. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Just some quick 5-0, no big.
Nightwish. Oh my fuck.
You can do it.
Oh my god, I hate this. Storytime lyrics. Okay, here we go.
It's fine, it's fine.
Okay. But they're talking about, "'Twas the night before, when all through the world, no words, no dreams, then one day." So this is like talking about before we had the written word. And then like think about how that changed everything. Like, you know, then one day a writer by the fire and imagined this whole thing, and suddenly they're the voice. You know what I mean? They're the dreams writers. And that's what I think this appreciation of is like storytellers, storytellers in general. It's like they're the ones who tell what they, you know, they describe the state. They're the narrators of all of our dreams and hopes and desires, right? You know what I mean? They're the ones who tell the stories. Think about that. You know what I mean? Ever since there were cavemen and there were caves, there were dudes trying to tell stories. You know what I mean? With cave drawings, like anything that they had at their disposal. And then this one day, this guy imagined all of Gaia. You know what I mean? That's such a beautiful kind of thought, don't you think? Am I crazy, Jen? I don't know.
I like it. It's positive. I'm here for it.
So what do you think? What was your thoughts about all of this then, mate?
It's my first time even like hearing the lyrics, right? So
yeah,
I don't have a chance to like fully take them in.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I like how it's. I like the whole idea of it.
Yeah.
Imagination, growth, writing, changing.
It is, and imagination is so important. Yeah. You know, like we heard that kid earlier. You know, have you ever had a dream where you can, if you can, then you can do anything?
All the things, yeah.
And he's right. He's so right, you know. So that was Nightwish. That was our first episode of Nightwish. We're going to be continuing the journey. What shall I show Jen next? I'm going to need the Nightwish Army to comment on that.
Yeah, please give us some recommendations. I would love to see what you guys think.
I do have thoughts. But, you know, we'll talk it over. We'll discuss it. And, Jen, do you know how we sign off here?
I have no idea.
Okay, so you know...
Do I got to sign off myself, too?
Well, we do our sign-off. So I'll say, thanks for watching. For PeaceKeeper, I'm Nathan. Play safe. I can put my arm back on. And then you say... You cannot. Okay?
Okay.
You know from the planet Danger?
I remember the cat, the government cat.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I remember the robot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember
so
the
it's
robot.
interesting to know that you've never watched a full episode of my show before.
Okay. To be fair, we've been smoking a little bit of weed. Okay.
You did remember that? Oh, okay. Okay.
That's fine.
Anyways,
I've looked.
For PeaceKeeper, I'm Nathan. Play safe. I can put my arm back on.
You cannot.
There you go.
That's what the doctor
there you
told
go.
me.
Perfect.
They said, why are you here?
0.25s, 0.25s.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Zopiclone, Imovane.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Oxycontin with Ritalin. That's fun.
Why are you here?
Try ketamine.
Put him on benzos.
Do it. 0.25s, 0.25s, 0.25s.
Put him on benzos.
That's a party. That's a party. That's a party.
Put him on benzos.
0.25s, 0.25s, 0.25s.
Put him on benzos.
That's a party. That's a party. That's a party.
His anxiety's through the roof. Put him on benzos.
That's